Alright, so this is a mostly no bullshit guide on how to install Graceborne, the Bloodborne-inspired Elden Ring overhaul. Now, since this is an overhaul, it can have the likelihood of corrupting all of your files, so if you're afraid of that happening, you'll just go to whichever drive has your users folder, you'll find your user, you'll find app data, and if you can't find it, make sure that hidden items is checked off. You'll enter app data, you'll enter roaming, you'll look for Elden Ring, and then when you find Elden Ring, you'll click on the number folder that corresponds with your Steam user ID. You'll take all of these files, you'll copy them, and then paste them into a separate folder. These are all of your character files. Now, with that in mind, for Graceborne, you'll want to go to the Nexus mod page for it. You'll go to the Files page, and then you'll install both the main file and the optional file here. Once you've done that, you'll have them both in your downloads, and then you'll go to Elden Ring, your Elden Ring page on Steam, click on Manage, and you're going to browse local files. From here, I created a new folder and titled it Graceborne. You're going to want to take the main files zip, and then you're going to extract all of its contents into Graceborne, which I have already done because it kind of takes a little while. After doing that, you're going to want to copy all of the files inside here, and then you're going to want to go back to Elden Ring, go into the regular game folder, and then paste them into this folder. After you've done that, you're going to want to go back to your Graceborne folder, click on Mod Engine 2, and you're going to edit your config_eldenring.toml. Now it's going to look like this. The only things that we're going to change here are external_DLLs. So you're going to go to your Mod Engine 2 folder, you're going to click on Mod, and then you're going to see that scripts-data-exposure-fs.dll is here. So you're basically just going to want to right click here and copy the address as text. And then you're going to want to paste it where you see your path here. Now, since we want it to look like this example up here, we are just going to double each and every slash that we can see. And we have done it like so, and we're going to add a little bit more. So, if you've seen my previous video on how to install Seamless Co-op, which I hope you have, to make it compatible with Graceborne, you're just going to want to go to your game folder, you're going to want to go to Seamless Co-op and copy these three files. The locale folder, the ersc.dll, and the Elden Ring Seamless Co-op settings. You'll copy all three of those files, and then you're going to want to paste them into your Mod Engine 2 folder, like so. After that, you'll go back into the config file, and then you're going to add quotation marks ersc.dll as one of the external DLLs. But wait, we're not finished, because for some reason when I tried booting it up the normal way, it didn't really work out in my favor, and I didn't have any of the Bloodborne themed armor sets or weapons. So the way I resolved that was I simply went back into my Elden Ring folder, I clicked on Game, and then I opened the new zip, which is this one. And then you basically just want to replace everything that's already inside there with the contents of the game folder from the new zip. As for the mod folder, you're going to want to do the exact same thing. You'll go to Mod, and then you'll copy and paste everything inside here into the mod folder. I believe I've already done that, so it should already work. Now, another thing that's problematic with Graceborne is that the parry system doesn't work unless you do this one specific thing to your config, so you'll want to make sure that your config folder is open again, and then you're going to go to Graceborne, you'll go to your game folder, and then you click on crossbow parry for the modern man, then you'll go to DLL mods, and then you're going to copy this address as text again. And then you're going to add this as a mod into your external DLLs. going to do a double slash, and then you're going to add scripts data exposure.dll because it's the same file, and then you're just going to add your quotation marks. Now once again, you want it to look like the example, so you're just going to add your forward slashes wherever you see. Okay, and then you're going to want to save your config folder, and that should be it for Burn, and also having it compatible with seamless co-op. And I'm going to test it now. Okay, that's a good sign. Also a good sign. Another very good sign showing that it's seemingly installed correctly. I'm booting up my profile, Jane Graceborne. Fortunately, I wish these loading screens would go faster, but it is what it is, what it is. And things work intended. I even have the seamless co-op. Mission successful. One more additional thing. If your files are corrupted when you try to install this, just go into your mod folder and then drag the regulation bin somewhere else. That is the fix that worked for me. If that doesn't work for you, the only suggestion I have left is to simply go back to where your character files are in your app data and then just delete all of those files. Thank you, and I hope this tutorial seems to be sufficient.